Hey everyone, good morning. The Motivational Professor here. Well, we are taking a look at crude oil again this morning. For those of you, and congratulations, that took this sell that we called out 2 days ago. If you took it down all the way down to its lowest point, 359 points of profit. I did not hold it that long because that's not the type of trader that I am. So I've been just taking portions along the way. I've done almost 200 points along the way, but we did fill the gap, which was this yellow section. So again, all of that was mentioned in one of our recent videos, and we'll put that video up here on the top so you can kind of see the mindset and how I put this plan together. Okay. But again, the question now is what is going to happen with crude oil? So let's go ahead and let's kind of take a look at what's happening on the daily time frame. And we're going to start our analysis fresh. Okay, so I'm actually going to get rid of all these drawings because I want to kind of see what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to kind of zoom in here. Now we can see that as of this morning, okay, one of the things that I look at is, right, where is our daily candle sitting right now? Well, listen, you don't need to be a genius to realize that we have a lot of pressure going down so far on today's daily candle. So, you want to trade with the trend. Right now, buying is not the smartest of ideas to do. Very unlikely that this day candle is going to completely flip. So what we are going to do is we are going to look for a buying opportunity, and then we'll kind of look at some other things on a smaller time frame to maybe scalp an opportunity for maybe even a sell with the trend. So on the daily, we want to go ahead and use a handy dandy Fibonacci level, and we want to put that from that low to that high. Now you can see here on the daily that we are currently at about the 61.8. We've seen a little rejection with this wick here. So again, where is oil going to go? I like to look for the discounted rates. So for me, I am going to have a buy position here at around this mark right here, because I see a lot of liquidity in this candle right here that is still waiting to be taken out. This was a big banker's push, in my opinion. So for me, for a nice long-term swing trade back up into the mid 70s, I'm going to see if price will reach down to about 68.60, 69.33, somewhere in this area for me to take a nice opportunity for a swing trade. So for me, that will be a swing trade opportunity. Okay. Let me show it to you on the 1 hour chart, how we're looking right now. Okay. Again, so we see here that we still have some more downward movement to go based on the fib levels, right? Doesn't mean we're going to reach there. But again, I do see, liquidity sitting in this general area, right up in here if we get this far. Now, let me go ahead and get rid of this arrow. Again, the fib levels serve as support and resistance. So if we look here, right, and I'll just kind of grab this arrow here, we can see here that in this point, right, we rejected this area and we came back up. So that's where we are right now, right? Are we going to reject this area and at least come up? So this is more of a riskier buy, but an opportunity for you to scalp a few points right back up to this 71.09. So we're at 70.33, 34. So possibly 50 points or so to get back up into this area. But again, that's a riskier buying opportunity. Okay. Now let's take a look at some sell opportunities based on what we see here. Okay. We see clearly here that the trend today is a downward trend. So if we get the opportunity that price does come back up to this area, okay, then this would probably give us an opportunity to drop into another sell back down, at least from section to section. Okay, and I'm going to break this down for you in a smaller time frame. Okay, but again, my inclination is that based on the day candle today, we are definitely bearish on crude oil, no question, right? So we want to ride the wave. If the wave gives us another opportunity to come back up into this area, then we're looking to continue with the wave and sell back down into this area right here. That's a sell opportunity. And again, we already talked about the buying opportunity here long term if we can get price to come back into the mid 60s. Okay. But again, the pressure today has been more of a bearish movement. So let's trade with the trend. So any price that comes back up into the lower 71s, higher 70s, might be a good opportunity to kind of look for this area to drop right back down into the 60s. I want to give you multiple plays here. Now that's in the 1 hour chart. We want to drop all the way down to the 5-minute chart because that's really where we should be basing and looking for our entries. So right now for me, there is no play. Okay, I would need price to come again back up into this area for me to enter a small risk on a sell coming back down with a tight stop loss up in this area. Okay, so again, we may see this push up, but again, if you look at even the 5-minute, right, we're still seeing, let me grab a marker, we're still seeing the lower lows being done. Okay, now right here, we did not create a lower low on the 5-minute. So this tells me we might push up a little bit. The key is, are we going to close above the 71.94? If we do, then we're bullish. But for right now, we have a bearish sentiment when it comes to crude oil. So kind of backing this up here, this is what we're looking at, right? Oops, sorry about that. Let's get rid of this line here and let's reset this chart. So right now, there's really nothing going on. We're kind of in this pattern here. If we close, okay, we had some wicks here. If we can get a candle to close back down here, and I'm going to make this red. Okay, if we get a candle to physically close, okay, back below this area right here. See this zone right here? Right, this has been acting as support and resistance. So I'm going to mark this up here. And I'm going to make this yellow. If we get a candle to close below the zone, then we are coming down here for sure. Okay, we are coming down here for sure. But that's the key. We got to get this candle to close, a physical candle to close below the zone. Not here, not 70. We get a candle to close down into the upper 69s, then we are going to come down into the lower 69s, upper 68s. Okay, so it's a wait and see what the market's going to do when we open officially at around 9:30 a.m. Let's see where the push is. But again, for me, anything down in the mid 60s, then I'm going to start adding positions to swing trade this back up into the 70s. Okay, I hope you get some value from this video. Definitely drop a like. Definitely drop a comment. Love to hear from you. Let me know what you trade. I'm just so focused in on crude oil. We've been absolutely crushing it. So I don't go around looking for all these different pairs to trade. I stick to one or two, and crude oil has been very, very good to me. I like to study it. And so the technicals stay in play with crude oil. Yes, there's fundamentals. There's news that comes out every once in a while, crude oil inventories. But again, if you bank on technicals, you're going to do pretty well on crude oil. Thanks for watching.